I'm not happy, but I make the most yummiest pasta, even more than the Italians. I'm joking. So, guys, come with me while I show you how I make that delicious plate of goodness. So, head over to the fridge, pick some spring onions, some parsley, some green beans, some green and yellow sweet bell peppers, and then some carrots. Now, we're going to go wash these veggies and prep them. Now, I prefer the baby carrots because they still have that carroty taste in them. The bigger ones, I feel like they're diluted with water and they don't give that carrot taste. My opinion though. And then I'm cleaning my yellow pepper, I'm deseeding and washing them. And now I will do the same for the green one as well. I didn't use the whole of it, I just used half of the green bell pepper. I love these bell peppers because they add this sweet and earthy flavor to my pasta. And I'm cleaning up the spring onion. I'm taking off this part because it's bad, so I won't be needing it. And then I'm removing the strips from the green onion. I don't know if it's called strips, but you know what I mean, right? So now I'll pick my parsley leaves. I'm just gonna pick it, wash it, and set aside. Now for a pasta, I put my pot on fire, added some water and salt, and let it boil. Now we're cutting the peppers in strips, guys. Over here with pasta, we do strips, not dice. So I'm cutting that. I'm doing that for the green and yellow bell peppers. I'll put it aside, and then I'll move on to my green beans. So the ones that are too long, I just divide them into two, and that's all. It's pasta, guys. You don't need to dice anything. You need it long. You need the veggies long. That way you enjoy it and you won't struggle with them while eating your delicious plate of spaghetti. So now we move to the carrots. Yeah, we're gonna also cut it in strips, baby. This is spaghetti. Spaghetti is in strands. So veggies go along with it in strands or strips. So we're done, set it aside, and then we move it. We move over to the parsley. Yes, then we're gonna chop it roughly. Voiceovers are tiring, and then for the spring onions, we do the same, and we cut the onions round shape. I don't know, circular. How do I put it? These are vegetable, all done and clean. The water is boiling, and then we add the pasta. Do we cut pasta here? No, 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 no. We put it whole, cover it partially so it won't boil over, and then come back to separate it. And then 10 minutes max. 10-minute max, guys. You don't want to end up with an overcooked soggy pasta. Now I'm frying my meat. Sorry, I didn't show where I, parboiled how I cooked this meat. I added some bay leaves, rosemary, thyme, ginger, garlic, onion, seasoning powder. That's what I use to cook my meat. I'm not gonna fry it, too dry, just a little bit, and we're done. I clean up the oil, added some garlic, and stir it a little, stir it well, and then add my sachet tomato. I made use of Gino Patty Jollof. That's all. Tasty Tom tomato mix. And then I'm gonna add my tomato mix. Sorry, that's tomato, shombo, onion, and pepper. Add my bay leaf, some thyme, and some rosemary. We have this in the meat stock already, so I'm not gonna add much because we want the whole thing balanced. We don't want the flavors colliding and overriding. Add a little bit of curry, stir that, and allow it to fry. It's well fried now, so I'm going to divide this into two. I'll put my new pot on fire, divide the tomato, the fried stew base in two, put half in here, and then keep the other half aside. We're going to use it later. Then I added my fried meat, my crayfish, stir that properly. Stir, 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 and then I'm going to add my green beans. Some people like theirs raw, but I like mine a little bit done, so I'm going to add it at this stage. So I put it in, give it a proper stir, add my seasoning, that's nor, and then a little bit of salt, just as you like. you know we still have taste preference. Some people like theirs with too much seasoning, right? Some people moderate, some people none. So just as you want. And then I added my broth and then rinsed the pot and pour it back in again. There's no room for wastage. Allow it to boil and then introduce your pasta. Now, guys, you don't want this pasta to break while you're stirring. So watch as I stir this pasta. in a very proper, prim and proper way. I'm not stirring it like I'm frying granuts. Neither am I stirring it like I'm frying gari. Stop stirring your pasta like an agbero. You don't want it to break. You still want the strands intact. So I added my carrot and the remaining stew base. And then stir it properly again, bottom to the top, shake, bottom to the top, you shake. That's how you do it. Cover it for like 3 minutes on high heat. Come back with your sweet peppers and spring onion, and then you stir like a proper and well brought up human being again. Bottom to the top, bottom to the top, bottom. You don't want it to break, and then you cover for like a minute. Come back with your fresh parsley. Now you're going to turn the heat off. With your fresh parsley, sprinkle it on top, and you're done. This is it, guys. Please follow this recipe and come back with your testimony. So, like, share, subscribe, guys, and I'll be coming back for some more banger recipes. Bye. Mwah.